One AI agent is an assistant. A team of AI agents is a hedge fund. Today I'm showing you how to build a 3-agent boardroom that manages your financial research while you sleep, giving you a massive edge. Forget spending hours sifting through news and charts. The core of this system, our AI boardroom, is built around 3 specialized roles, each with a distinct and crucial function. Think of it like a real corporate boardroom. First, we have the scout. This agent's only job is to be out there in the wild, constantly scanning the digital world. It's our data miner. The scout sifts through thousands of news articles, market data feeds, SEC filings, social media trends, and even transcripts from earnings calls. Its mission is to find anything and everything that could potentially impact your investments or the market as a whole. It doesn't analyze, it just gathers. It's the eyes and ears of our operation, bringing back raw intelligence from the front lines without any bias. Next up, we have the analyst. This is the brain of the operation. The analyst takes all the raw data gathered by the scout and starts making sense of it. This agent is a master of deep reasoning. It connects the dots. For example, if the scout finds news about a supply chain disruption in Southeast Asia, the analyst cross-references that with your portfolio. It asks questions like, do I own any stocks that rely on suppliers in that region? How might this affect their next quarter's earnings? Is there a competitor who might benefit from this disruption? The analyst isn't just summarizing news. It's providing context, performing sentiment analysis, and generating deep insights tailored specifically to you. It's like having a dedicated Wall Street analyst working exclusively on your behalf. Finally, we have the auditor. This agent is our guardian, the voice of caution and strategy. The auditor's role is risk and compliance. After the analyst has developed its insights and potential trade ideas, the auditor steps in to review everything through a critical lens. It checks for potential risks that the analyst might have overlooked. It asks, does this move align with my overall risk tolerance? What are the tax implications of selling this asset right now? Does this trade concentrate my portfolio too heavily in one sector? The auditor ensures that every decision is sound, compliant with regulations, and, most importantly, aligned with your long-term financial strategy. It prevents emotional, impulsive decisions and keeps the entire system grounded and focused on sustainable growth. Together, these 3 agents form a powerful, self-correcting intelligence unit. All right, let's get our hands dirty and build this thing. We're going to use a tool called N8N, which is fantastic for workflow automation because it's so visual. What you're seeing on my screen is our N8N canvas. The key to making this all work is a special node called the multi-agent orchestrator. This is the director of our boardroom. It tells each agent when to speak and what to do. First, we set up our scout. We'll connect it to various API news sources like a financial data provider, maybe even a feed from Twitter or Reddit to track sentiment. We'll give it a simple prompt. Scan for news related to technology stocks, specifically in the semiconductor industry, and return the top 5 most relevant stories from the last 12 hours. We hit run, and you can see it instantly pulling in articles about a new factory opening, a competitor's earnings miss, and a government policy change. The scout has done its job. Now, the orchestrator passes this information to the analyst. The analyst's prompt is more complex. I've preloaded it with my mock portfolio, which includes stocks like Nvidia and AMD. The prompt is, given these news stories, analyze their potential impact on my portfolio. Provide a summary, a sentiment score from -10 to +10 for each story, and a primary thesis on how this affects my specific holdings. Look at that. The analyst has processed the articles. It's flagged the earnings miss as a potential negative for the competitor, but sees the new factory as a long-term positive for the whole sector. It's not just summarizing, it's reasoning. Finally, the output from the analyst goes to the auditor. The auditor's prompt is focused on risk. It says, review this analysis. Based on a moderate risk tolerance and a goal of long-term capital appreciation, flag any immediate actions that carry high risk. Highlight any potential tax implications if a stock were to be sold this quarter. See this? The auditor is pointing out that selling one of the stocks to react to the news might trigger short-term capital gains tax. It's also noting that the overall market is volatile, so making a big move based on one day's news might be premature. It suggests a watch-and-wait approach instead of a rash decision. This entire chain, from data gathering to strategic review, just happened automatically in a matter of seconds. So what does this all lead to? What's the final product? It's not just a bunch of data logs. It's this. A beautifully formatted morning report delivered straight to my email or a private chat group. Let's take a look at a real one this system generated for me this morning. As you can see, it's not just a list of news headlines. That's what a basic RSS feed gives you. This is intelligence. It starts with a top-level summary, the CEO's brief, which gives me the most critical piece of information in one sentence. Today, it's highlighting a shift in consumer spending habits that could impact my retail holdings. Below that, we have the deep dive sections, organized by asset. For my position in a specific tech company, it shows the relevant news found by the scout, followed by the analyst breakdown. The analyst notes that recent positive sentiment online could signal a short-term price bump. But then, the auditor's note is right below it, reminding me that the stock is already up significantly this year and chasing further gains could be risky. And here's my favorite part, the actionable intelligence section. This isn't telling me what to buy or sell. It's smarter than that. It's posing strategic questions. For example, given the new inflation data, should we consider rebalancing our bond allocation? The analyst suggests a 5% shift. The auditor advises reviewing tax implications first. It also lists key dates to watch, like upcoming earnings reports or Fed meetings that the scout has identified. This report gives me a complete strategic overview for my day in less than 5 minutes of reading. I wake up, grab my coffee, and I'm already ahead of 99% of retail investors. This is the power of an AI boardroom. Let's be real. This is how the top 1% will operate in 2026, if they aren't already. The days of manually scrolling through financial news, trying to piece together a coherent strategy from a fire hose of information, are numbered. If you're still doing that, you're playing a losing game. You're bringing a knife to an automated, AI-powered gunfight. The tools to build systems like this are becoming more accessible every single day. What I've shown you is just the beginning. You can add more agents, give them more specialized roles, connect them to more data sources. You could have an agent that specializes in macroeconomic trends, another in emerging technologies, or one that just reads legal documents. The barrier to entry for creating your own personal intelligence unit is no longer money or resources. It's knowledge and the will to adapt. The playing field is being leveled, but only for those who choose to step onto it. Don't get left behind operating on old-school manual research. Start building your AI boardroom today. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe for more guides on leveraging AI to build a better future.